Hello everyone, I'm Tim from Tim's PC and I build custom PCs to suit anyone's needs or budget. Also live stream my builds and repairs for transparency and educational purposes. So if you'd like to get an awesome new PC and you'd like to see it put together live, send me a message today. Alrighty, look at this fucking case. Holy shit. So,
I don't think the camera does it justice.
I don't think so. This is huge. This is the biggest case that I've built in since we're doing the lives and stuff.
You probably fit a small child inside.
You can fit a couple of small children inside it. Actually, it's massive. So this is a build that a local customer's bought to me, and I'm just assembling it. So anyway, he sent me through the specs of it, and he sent me through what case it was, and I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, mate, that's one of those ones that's like flat packed. You've got to like build the entire chassis. So I've basically got to basically do a PC build's worth of work just to put the case together. So he ended up like putting the case together himself, and then that brought the cost down for him significantly. And so basically he just wanted to buy a system that was the best of the best to play Flight Simulator and have it keep up with the game for many years into the future. And so basically he has literally just picked the best of everything for this build. The one thing he was concerned about was how big the graphics card was going to be. He's built PCs in the past, but nothing like this. And he was like, oh, I better go for a big case. But he said, man, I think I went a little bit bigger than what I was intending. So this is the case. It barely fits on my little lazy Susan here. So barely sort of like the size that I can work on conveniently without standing up and walking around my desk. So anyway, he's done what he can. He put the chassis together. He's put the power supply in for me. He's put a few fans in. We're probably going to change where some of these fans are mounted, just because he's bought some RGB fans, and we've got a cooler here that just has regular fans. So I'm going to use those regular fans as our main cool air intake fans on the bottom of the case here, and then essentially we'll have the RGB fans face up on the cooler there, so we'll have a bit of light shining down from the top here. And then the three fans that are currently on the bottom there, I'm just going to put them on the front there. I might even leave them in exhaust. There's quite a lot of room for ventilation in this case. There's not going to be any issue. Yeah, any extra air that's being pushed out is just going to be sucked into this case anyway. We're not going to have any issues with airflow. So this case is so crazy. You can fit a 420mm radiator up top. You can fit 8 fans at the back. So on the back side of this case, you can barely turn it around without knocking things off. So you can fit 4 fans along there and 4 fans along there. So yeah, it's pretty bloody epic. So let's go through the components here. So we've got the i9-12900KS. So this is the special, even more overclocked from factory i9 12th gen chip. We got a 64GB kit of Corsair Dominator Platinum DDR5. This is 5600 MHz CL40. We've got a couple of Samsung 980 Pro 2TB NVMe SSDs. Because I was talking to this customer and he said that he basically just wants this to play Flight Simulator on. He's got another PC that he uses for work, and all his important stuff's on that. So I'm not sure if this was the plan that he had in his head, but I think what we might do, considering it's just for playing Flight Simulator, we might put these two in a RAID configuration, unless the customer tells me that he doesn't want that. Because then we're basically gonna look. The problem with doing this normally is if one of these drives dies when we're in a RAID 0 configuration, we're gonna lose all the data on the other one as well. So Windows will have to be reinstalled, blah 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 blah. But then the positive is both of these drives work together and you get double your speed from your SSDs. So I'll let the customer let me know. He can send me a message on Facebook and stuff whether he wants to do that or not. We got an RTX 3090 Ti here. So this is an Asus Tough Gaming version. Massive box. Look at the size of this box. I'm going to put this out of the way for now. Maybe that box is what got him worried. We got a ROG Strix Z690E gaming Wi-Fi motherboard here. It's a pretty decent motherboard. We got some extra fans here as well. I'm going to put them down with our graphics card for now. And we got a ROG LC360 all-in-one liquid cooler here as well. So, just knocked my elbow then. Let's get started. How's the quality of the stream tonight? Is it still shit like last night? Well, that's good. No red is what we want. Alrighty. So this is a pretty solid motherboard. This one, covered in sticky in true manufacturer style. Someone counting how many pieces of sticky I've taken off? Alright. There's all the sticky. I'll point out the main features here. So we got two 8-pin CPU power connectors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 fan headers, 4 RGB headers, USB-C, USB 3, 6 SATA, 2 USB 2s. We got an awesome heat sink with a thermal pipe and stuff like that on our main SSD slot there. We got a PCIe X16, an X4, and then the bottom one is an X8, believe it or not. So the bottom one is bigger than that middle one there, and then one little X1 there as well. Around the back we've got things like dual Type-C, USB, 2.5 gigabit LAN, Wi-Fi 6, Bluetooth 5.1, and a total of 12 USB ports, 2 just Gen 2, then there's a total of 10 that are USB 3 and above, including 2 Type-Cs. So a pretty bloody epic motherboard there. Like I said, this guy's just bought the best and wants it for flight sim, wants it to last as long as possible. So it has one purpose. Alrighty, so our Dominator Platinum RAM. This is the nice stuff. Alrighty, so this is a 64 gigabyte kit that we're installing. go. Alrighty, so for our M2 drives, alrighty. So as you can see there, the heatsink's actually got its own thermal pipe running through it. If you look at that. Babe, look at the M2 heatsink. It's got a thermal pipe running through it and everything.
Oh, no way. Oh, oh no, it's right. I was like, oh shit, I got thermal paste in my hand.
No, it's not thermal paste.
No, it's just a sticky. God, douche. Oh, that's even like... That's foam. What? Oh, okay, it says remove that.
Oh, okay.
You don't want foam on that.
I didn't even realise it was foam. I thought that was part of the heatsink.
Good thing I looked at it.
Yeah, definitely. I would have been noticed eventually. I would have noticed it. Yeah, I would have noticed it probably when I put it back.
Tim.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, I believe you. I believe you. Cool. Thing upside down. Alrighty. So one of them's installed. I feel weird about putting them in a RAID configuration with one with a mad heatsink on it and one with just a regular heatsink. I feel like because they're not equal, I'm introducing a heightened risk that one will die sooner than the other one. But yes, be up to the customer. If he wants me to pool these drives together, so he'll have a 4 terabyte drive in Windows, and the SSDs will be twice as fast. At the risk, he can let me know. Might want to remove a bit of plastic from the sticky there. There we go. Alrighty, so we got our memory and we've got our SSDs installed. So Let's install our KS. What's up?
Oh, Axel, he's at his local, like, you know, pubble. Somebody's, like, ridden their horse down. Like,
Someone's ridden a horse down to the pub. Okay.
yeah.
And we're in Brisbane.
It's in Red Bank.
Red Bank. Wow. And not Red Bank Creek. Red Bank.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Jeebus.
Red Bank Creek wouldn't have a pub.
See?
It's the commercial hotel. Fucking
Yeah.
hell.
Oh, shit.
Anyway, so there's our 12900 KS CPU, and we get this nice little fancy box that it comes in, which is actually representative of a silicon wafer, with all the little squares you see being the actual CPUs. That over there for now, and now we need the cooler. Alrighty, these three fans there. Yeah, so because we're putting the radiator on the top and we want the heat from the radiator to go straight out the top of the case, we're going to put these black ones on the bottom. Yep.
Mr. Walsh, she wants to know, does this run Minecraft?
Haha. Nearly. This is ridiculous. This is like this case can fit full-size server boards and stuff.
This case would be ideal if you wanted to do a custom like water.
Yeah, if you wanted to build your own epic custom loop PC. You can. It's just you've got to. The thing is, it's just you got to accept the long-term maintenance that comes along with that. That's why I don't really recommend them to anyone.
I was just thinking it's a perfect case to do that.
Oh yeah, perfect.
I know what it takes to look after that, and
yeah, there's plenty of room to do whatever you want. Alrighty. So, what have we got for mounting hardware? I don't normally mount this. I don't normally mount these all-in-one liquid coolers. I reckon I can do it without the instructions though. Oh no, I got a specialised LGA 1700 kit here, look at that. Oh, watch out. No torque wrench required here. So you don't have to worry about any of that stuff about 12th gen Intel chips and the brackets and boards bending and breaking with the coolers if you've got the actual LGA 1700 socket cooler. As it won't let you over tighten it or anything like that. Geez, that's a steep heat sink. Jeez, you gotta have little fingers for this, man. The bolt's too tall for my screwdriver, so I can't just put the a different header on it and sort of screw it in with my screwdriver. I've got to sort of make do with what I got. Alright, so we need to change this clip here to our LGA 1200 socket style. Sorry, 1700 socket style, I should say. What did that say?
Pick a fucking name, cunt.
Yes, I've seen it before.
I really want that sticker. I drive on the highway every day for work, and there's people in the right lane that really shouldn't be in the right lane.
Very nice. What we got here?
Yeah. Yeah.
Where does this addressable cable plug into this thing? Am I just being fucking blind? Oh, I am. He goes in here. There we go. All I could see was a bit of white there. The actual socket was sort of inside it. If you zoom in, you can watch me completely fail to see what's very close to my head. Alright, no, we're going to use... I'm going to use the RGB fans here on our CPU cooler. What are the specs on these fans? Where's the maximum RPM? Well, it makes me nervous when I don't see the maximum RPM written clearly. Oh, 1500, that's okay. They're not like super slow ones or anything. Alrighty, so when this is in the case, we'll probably run with our radiator. It'll be up the top. We'll do it this way because we do have a rear fan there. I mean, or like, how much room do I have? Oh no, I should actually be able to mount this a little bit further along because of where the bracket actually sits, and it will also be up quite high. So we might still do it this way. I think it might look better. Alright, so I want the cables out that way. Using lots of Cougar products. Cougar's not a brand that's like at any of the local wholesale distributors and stuff. That's why you don't see me use it a lot. But my own PC case is a Cougar case, just to give you an example. If you're sitting here and you're like, I've never seen this brand before, what is it? Is it some weird sort of thing? No. It's not a Wish special. It's an actual reputable PC peripheral brand. Most famous for their cases. And this customer was really concerned about the fan tuning and stuff like that, and making sure that, you know, nothing's gonna overheat or anything like that. But as you know, we do the stress test on them always, and there is a lot of room for extra fans. So if we need to add any extra fans or whatever into this configuration, we will. But we're not going to add any fans that we don't need at the same time, because that just adds noise and it adds complexity to the system. More parts you have, the more points of failure you have. So statistically, the likelihood of something in your PC failing goes up the more numbers of parts you have. That's just, you know, the basic mathematics of it. Because everything has a non-zero failure rate. You can buy all the best stuff. George is in the comments here. George knows all about this. George bought a Epic PC, best of everything. Power supply, 10-year warranty. Really good quality unit. Dead. Worked fine for me. Worked fine for the stress test. Ship it down there. Works for him for a couple of times and then just dies. Completely dead. So it happens. So yeah, if you just buy a PC and if you're not gaming and you don't need a graphics card, don't get a graphics card. Just go with the onboard graphics on the CPU. You're not gaining anything by having the graphics card for most people if you're not gaming. Depends on your workload. Maybe what you're doing will go better with a graphics card, but in general, if you don't need it, don't buy it because it's an extra point of failure. Yeah.
George, what's, what model is this? What case is this Thermaltake?
Yeah, this is a Thermaltake. I think it's either a P100 or a W100. I can't remember.
The box.
Yeah, this case was flat packed and had to be assembled. I told the customer, I don't know whether he'd already assembled it.
Like the basic structure of the case, but we had to.
Oh, we just had the other panels to put on. That was pretty easy. There was a few other bits that might have been a little bit confusing there, but that's all right. A couple of little things to work through, but we've got it done. Alrighty, so now we have our cooler all ready to go. One thing I will do I'm just going to tie these fans and RGB cables up at the back here. Really, really simple, just to keep them all in line. There we go. There we go. So then, at the back here, we'll just have one lot of cables coming down, and we won't see anything obstructing our fans. Okay. So now for probably a little bit of a harder bit here now. So I need to remove this massive panel. Like I said, this is a server case. You know, you can fit a full-size server board. If you don't know what a server board is, just type full-size server board into Google and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. Oh. Probably feel that tomorrow. See, I used to have a job where I did heaps of manual handling, right? So I'm used to lifting heavy things, but now I don't do as much manual handling, and
Now
I've got to be
I do
careful.
more than you do.
Yeah, she does more than I do, and like I got to be sort of careful when I lift things, because I remember lifting heavy things, so I go to lift them, I'm like, oh yeah, sweet, and then my muscles haven't done it for like a year.
Your muscles are like, yeah, no.
You're gonna get fucked up for this. So yeah, we'll put the black fans on the bottom. We'll put these ones on the front. And then yeah, we should be all sweet, because we're never going to be putting this 12900 KS onto any serious workload. It's just going to be running the game. So any difference having like those black ones, they're probably 1800 RPM. These fans are only 1500. But any difference that RPM on the fans is going to make isn't going to be relevant if you're just going to use it to run games. The 360mm cooler is going to be quite adequate. Okay, so these can go on the front. They're going to go on the front in the exhaust position to be completely accurate. So we just got these little clips here. That front panel comes off. What have we got here? Where did this come from? Oh no, hang on. We can run that through there and out the back. That'll be perfect. Yeah, this will look good. You'll have the fans all around. Oh, you can see through. You can see through on the front. Yeah, no, they go on the front way around. Cool air in the bottom, cool air in the front, and then heat exhausted out the top and the back of the case. I think that'll be a perfect airflow dynamic, and we'll still get to see the front of these RGB fans as well. Along the front of this case has a million 3.5-inch drive tray slots that you can install as well. That's why I was like, yeah, this is, you know, definitely got a server in mind. What's up?
I was like, this thing's huge.
I
And it
know.
reminded me of that robot named Huge in BattleBots. And it was like huge.
Huge in BattleBots.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's not
man.
quite the same, but it's still big and clunky. I don't
Yeah,
know.
look up huge BattleBots.
You'll have a fun time.
You'll be pretty. You'll be shocked. You'll be amazed.
You'll be like, what? That thing can
You
handle
won't
what?
you won't believe. Yeah. It's one of those bots that was developed based on studying the statistics of past battles, basically. And
What I love about it, it was this young kid's idea too.
yeah. All right, no. 3 more. And these ones are going in the exhaust position. Sorry, the intake position, as well as the same as the front ones. Sorry, I'm sitting here undoing the fans, and I'm looking at the fans on the radiator that are in the exhaust position. Oh, look how small these cables are. Oh, just small little PWM cables.
Really?
How small it is. Definitely need that splitter that was included. We got like as many fans here as the Leon Lee. Alright, we're nearly there. We nearly got all of our fans mounted. Alrighty.
Right.
Help me center it again. Oh, wait. How about I just take this panel off? I'll just change the orientation of this one here.
Maybe you need a bigger laser, Susan.
Oh, I'm not gonna get. This is not the norm. This is not the norm. Cases, people wanting smaller cases normally, not larger. I'm not too concerned. I'm just amazed that luckily it just fits. Yeah. Yeah, man, absolutely. I've got Flight Sim 2020 in my gaming library. I don't get to play it as much as I'd like to. Maybe in a few years I might be able to make a little bit more time for stuff like that. I've got other stuff I'm working on right now.
Is our friend's cat, that black cat. Oh man, he's so cool.
Yes. Okay. Got 8 these cable ties. Okay. So that is all looking good. All we need to do now is we need should be a heap of offsets that came with this case. Where are the offsets? Yes. change over to my offset tool. And now we have our standard size ATX motherboard. So that means we've got 9 offsets. And this is once again something that becomes a bit confusing if you haven't done the PC. You're not very familiar with the configuration because there's a lot of different holes on the back of this case. And they're all for different random sizes of motherboards and stuff. So you've got to know which 9 are the standard ATX. Because it's not marked very well on the case. Sweet as. All right. I still think it's going to be easier if I lie this down again. Really need to remagnetize this screwdriver. Who? Where is she? A zoo.
Yeah, I'm assuming so. She hasn't tagged where it was. I'm assuming it was Striking Sea. They didn't have Striking. Yeah. Aha! They are Striking Sea. They're so cute.
Okay. 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 Starting to take shape. Bloody hell. I'm working in the dark because the case is so big. Definitely going to need the included.
Is that better? Not really.
Yeah, yeah. Oh my god. Oh shit.
So,
I've got a bent pin inside this splitter. There we go. Alrighty, that's looking all good. So, the customer chucked the power supply in the case, but we haven't put in any of the cables. Okay. Okay. No shortage of power delivery here. And then I just need... Oh, I think I need a Molex as well, don't I? We got two cables here, a SATA and a Molex. Okay, that works out. Alrighty, power supply cables are installed. This is a freaking huge case, but at least it's not really painful to build in.
So little.
I know this is a full size ATX board, so full size consumer motherboard. There is an eATX model that you can get. It's a bit bigger, but in general. There's so much room at the back here that I don't really have to worry about much. I think I might use that fan controller just not so much because I need it, but just because it'll allow me to keep most of it out the back. And it has RGB on it as well, so that will make it a little bit easier. Hang on. It only powers. Oh no, it's got conversions here, does it? No, they're just PWM splitters. Oh jeez, okay. Yeah. Yeah, because it gives you 3 triple splitters, so I can hook all 9 fans up to this thing. So I don't need one of the triple splitters because I've already got a triple splitter installed. So that's just PCIe and SATA cables. We've got our motherboard and CPU power already hooked up. And so this is our PWM splitter there. The only downside with this is that we have to use the NZXT software. But that's okay. Oh, well, it's just another app to install on the computer and another thing, you know. There is a sort of person out there who sort of likes the minimalist thing. They don't want sort of too much. Alrighty, so it's some sticky magnets. So this can really go wherever. Yeah.
At least she's gotten classes to help with her headaches. That makes me wonder if optometrist help with my eyesight.
Yeah. You have astigmia, I think it's called. I'm not an optometrist, but
Is she astigmatism?
yeah.
Ellie's got the same thing.
Does she?
Mm-hmm.
Is that what she says?
Mm-hmm. It's really annoying.
I'm glad I don't get it, but the thing is, if I don't get it, then why do I get some headache? Why do I get headaches? Am I dying?
No. People get headaches, Tim. That's a normal thing. But you don't get it, I get it. You're not dying. You always think you're dying.
Yeah, well, my motto is, you know, prepare for the worst, hope for the best.
You know, whenever something goes bad, like do I have cancer?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, of course. I was a naughty boy when I was young.
Yeah.
I did lots of stupid shit. Oh. we've got a different RGB connection on that back fan. I don't know, I'll have a look for that. I'll have a look for that later. I'll see if I've got something. If not, I might be able to just rewire it or something. So cut the end of the connector off and install a different connector. I'm sorry this case is a little bit awkward while I'm doing the live. So I'm like around the back here and it's just massive. Use just a couple of extra cable ties than what I normally do. Just because I've got I've got fewer places to sort of tuck things away. So I'm just sort of tying down a few different groups of cables so it's just a little bit more organized and you can see what's going on. Alrighty, so we have two USB 3s. We got two USB 3s on this board. No. I think I've only got a 3 to a 2 connector. That's okay. I don't think we really need 4 USB 3s on the front of our case. Oh, no USB-C. Okay.
Really?
No. No C.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I can remember it at home. It's like food that I have for backpack things.
Yeah.
All styles and things. Two places that go wire can go.
Alrighty, so now we just got our front panel connectors. Okay. Starting to take shape here, so I think all I need, as far as solder goes, I just need one, I think. There's nothing else solder powered on here. One solder connector, one Molex connector, then just everything else. Alrighty.
So,
Yeah.
John says that your case is making the motherboard look like a mini ICX.
Yeah, I know, right? It really is. It really, really is. Okay, it's graphics card time. So, let's get it in the case, and then let's decide what we're going to do with it exactly. Well, that massive big box. And it's a big graphics card, but it's nowhere near the size of that box. Alrighty. Alrighty, I think we've finally removed all the sticky from the graphics card, and we're using slots 2 and 3. Oh, I just realised I got a few more bolts to put in the motherboard. Better do that before I put too much weight on it. Now, well, I did the center bolt and the top left-hand corner up with the CPU power there. So if you do those two, you've done yourself 2 points that square it off the motherboard. So it's usually enough to hold it in place. And then if you need to sort of slide a cable behind the back of the motherboard, you'll be able to pull the board out just slightly to fit it through. Yeah.
Do you reckon Nick would know something better than me Googling flat pack frames?
Possibly.
Next time we go see him, I should ask him about that. So I'm really keen to do that. Really soon.
Yeah, I get it.
I don't trust Google. I know he's in the industry, so I trust him better. Been seeing some stuff, but yeah.
Oh no, I've just realised we need the other PCIe power cable for this card. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. No, that's... I thought I did see a 6-pin one in here. These are all 6+2s. I need the 12-pin. Is this meant to have a 12-pin adapter? I don't think so. Okay, so let me just make sure I haven't dropped it on the floor or anything. And I'm definitely not being blind here. Okay, so I don't have one on hand or anything. Okay, so this graphics card has the new PCIe 12-pin connector. So the ordinary 6+2 cables that we use aren't actually valid for this card. Unless, let me just see one other thing, unless they give you one. in the box here somewhere. Let's hope they do. Here's something in here. Ha! There we go. That's what we need. I was like, if this power supply doesn't have this cable, we're kind of screwed. So I'll show it to you.
Huh?
3 8-pins into the new 12-pin.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so this is what I'm talking about. So luckily it came with the graphics card. So we got this tiny little 12-pin on one side, and then it's powered by 3 8-pins. Or 3 6 plus 2 pins to be technically accurate. Alright, crisis averted. We do have the right cable here.
Pretty boring what you're doing.
Yeah. And once again, we started late. That looks a little bit strange, but
It does.
that's how it's hooked up with this particular power supply. Alrighty, so let's put some panels back on this thing. This is a bit of a big deal. Put the panels on.
Not really.
Oh, what's sticking out there? What's sticking out there? That sounds better. And then, finally, actually no, I've got a couple more bolts to put in at the top, so we'll leave the top off it for now. Okay, let's see if this thing actually works. See, unfortunately, when a customer brings me all the parts, it can make like replacing parts under warranty a little bit hard if I get something that's dead on arrival. I'll normally just have to charge the customer for a new part because it was like they didn't buy the parts from me. But that's okay. They can get a refund eventually anyway, because if it was the part that's dead under warranty, then you'll get a refund. You might just have to wait a little bit longer.
That case is huge.
This case is huge. It's fucking massive. I feel small next to it. Alrighty, do you want to do the honours?
Yes. Oh, Jesus.
What's catching? What's that catching on?
That one.
What's it catching on there?
I don't know.
Take your hand away. Are you serious?
Is it too close?
I might have to put a couple of offsets in that one.
Oh, that's really annoying.
Yeah, hang on a second. I'm going to unplug that individual fan. I'm going to put a couple of offsets in it. But
Ah!
okay. So, let's see if we've posted. That's the first sign, right?
No.
Hang on. The cable's probably come out of the capture card. No? Error code. Double check our connections here. Yes. Here we go. Okay. Okay, I don't think there's anything we needed to do in here. No, I won't worry about this one potential problem until we actually come to it. Where's our BIOS version? 1601. found the connector for that fan. Okay. Now there was just a little bit of slightly bent metal on that case with the bottom fan there, so we're gonna be all good. Oh, hang on. Still got bolts to screw in. Yeah, yeah. Oh, you get the M2 enclosure in here as well. Just gonna leave that there. Take the Wi-Fi out. Okay, let's crack on with this. Australia. Okay, so no internet. Oh no. Can't find my Wi-Fi dongle. I normally put it straight back on my desk
Yeah, I
in the
know.
same
Whenever
spot.
I find one of your uses.
Haha.
Oh, there it is.
Under a piece of foam.
Oh,
Alrighty. Alrighty. Let's get some software installed here. Alright, we've got our LAN driver. That didn't take long. Okay. So this is literally just going to be used for Flight Simulator. So I'll just put some really basic stuff on here.
Oh, jeebus. Okay.
Yeah.
I think Buddy's a chomper. Check out this cat.
Fucking hell. What the fuck? Where the fuck is the support page? What the fuck? Okay. Here we go. This is the page that I want. What the actual fuck? What's that?
On Instagram says trash Abdul. Abdul, wow. Very good.
Okay. I don't care about Armory Crate, sorry, Aura Center installing. We just got to update the BIOS on this board and then we'll be pretty much good to go. just a pain.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
so empty.
Huh?
I said it looks so empty.
I know.
Yeah, it's so big.
I know. It's like 2 PCs. Okay, how are we looking? We should be pretty much... What the hell? We definitely meet the requirements for Windows 11. That's weird. Why is it saying that? We just updated the BIOS and everything. Yeah, don't worry about that. Definitely ready for a Windows 11 upgrade. Okay. So how are we looking? Yes. And yes. Alrighty. So we'll log our temperatures. I will have to set up MSI Afterburner. That's one thing I didn't do before. Boom. Now we can do it. Okay, so we're on Heaven here on high, no anti-aliasing. Look at that frames per second. Alrighty, so that was Heaven benchmark on high with no anti-aliasing. I think it got up to 769 frames a second. So absolutely annihilated that. Next one we do is Valley on Ultra with max anti-aliasing. It's also a more demanding benchmark. Temperatures are all looking good as well. Alrighty, so that was Valley there on max settings. And finally, we'll do superposition at 4K. She did. Alrighty. So there's our results. 7% better than a 3090, but it's a lot extra. You can't get the ROG Strix in that. They're all gone. Anyway, so how have our temperatures fared through this? Yep. Everything looking good. And so I should probably have, just from a just for the stress test, I should probably install XCU so I can put my custom power profile on the CPU so it doesn't melt, because I know what these 12900Ks are like. Oh, okay. It really wants you that. It really wants that restart. We'll give it to it. But yeah, so I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. Like, it's not the ideal case when it comes to aesthetics and stuff like that. It's just this big chunky case. But I think given what we had to work with, I think it's come up alright. The customer will be happy with it anyway, so that's all that matters.
So he needs, can you yell?
Oi! Outside! Like my pack leader voice.
I'm gonna come in like
It's my pack leader voice. They listen to me. Okay. And yeah, that should be fine. And I will save it just in case the use of this PC changes. So we call it editing.
you were hiding the whole time, weren't you, mate? Didn't scream.
Alrighty. So let's do our stress test. So we want to make sure this big massive case is not going to overheat, but I know it won't because of the fan configuration.
They call them cases. Big, massive cases.
Big massive cases.
Sorry.
Okay.
Am I
just want to share the video. It's kind of like a course, you know.
That's pretty famous. Alrighty. Temp's behaving itself. That bottom panel's got a little bit of a bend in it. I could hear a little bit of
A little bit of a whine.
Yeah, it's from those fans. It's on the bottom. That bit of metal. It's because it was flat packed. It's just been slightly like laterally bent. Like it's a solid bit of metal, right? But it's not solid, but it's a big long rectangular bit of metal. So it doesn't take much lateral force on it to like slightly bend it. So I'll just have to play around with that a little bit, but it's not going to affect our stress test. It just sounds a little bit noisy. I don't even know if people would be able to make out that noise. Probably not.
They will.
It won't sound very loud at all anyway. So yeah, everything's behaving itself. Graphics card's got a custom fan curve tuned. You can, if you make a NZXT account, you can customize your fan curve because all of your fans are actually hooked up through the NZXT controller. So all 9 of your fans are hooked up through that. Your graphics card fan controls through MSI Afterburner. And yeah, the pump is powered directly from the CPU header off the motherboard. So yeah, happy days. We just let this run, and yeah, 90-minute run just to make sure it's all sweet. But looks good, and looks like this will be able to be picked up tomorrow. Alrighty, well, alright, you do it. So thanks everyone for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you all in the next video.